cattle. Gonna be a free man one day. Gonna grace a Christian humanity. You're poor. Stretching at my man, must be stretching fast. You just might have caught a Lewis pencil curse. You got shit all twisted like those pencils were. But I was that angel bitch, but Jacob ain't no wrestler. Westerners, 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 we some Westerners. The Wild Wild West, we on the West, you on the Western time. The Western Union, Western music sound like Westerners. Chewing these grains, Parliament flew in a plane. FDR, we get away from me, bitch, cause all I be doing is rage. Pull up with about 780 years to ruin crusades. Cause settlers doing campaigns to take a big, small, unusable game. Now it's no food that we can go eat. Now it's no clothes that you could go make. I ain't never been a robber and thief, but they made me one throughout the days. Look at my partner, we playing for keeps. I'm in my hockey since ain't no speaks. Wearing red bottoms and stains in your feet. From all of the property taken from me. Bitch, you are walking on blood. All of you niggas are agents of buffalo soldiers. I know I ain't talking to thugs. Civilized, monkey face, motherfuckers, true leaders. I ain't talking about none. You wouldn't be nothing if you ain't got you a thug. They give you sugar and spice and sweeter than honey, bitch, even though I got a bun. Yeah, the Lord of Parliament coming and taking your fort. What? I am the father of this territory, so bitch, you can't take me to court. I'm in a warship, forfeit, or straight up get bored. All you vampire motherfuckers get put with a stick in a fork. Report, live from the stretching of my land, I'm at this stretching fast. You just might have caught a Lewis pencil curse. You got shit all twisted like those pencils were. Like I was that angel bitch, but Jacob ain't no wrestler. Westerners, 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 we some Westerners. The Wild Wild West, we on the West, you on the Western time. The Western Union, Western music sound like Westerners. My first language ain't English, bitch, I ain't talking so proper. Oh, with a cowboy hat and I got a revolver. And a villain that's green, I ain't got a pot of no collars. You gotta learn how to crawl first, I ain't working with tallers. I just be hunting new farmers, cause they don't know where they be hunting at. Cheap red eagle with a red sticks, holy grass right with a thunder axe. Now back to Ohio before it was Cleveland and Stereo holding the Thundercats. Where Moses Cleveland came over here to the new world and said, what was that? The people they gave him a peace pipe, but in the end wasn't no peace fight. So motherfuck all the peace treaties in the history they try to rewrite. Cause I ain't get none of my land back. They said I'm out giving you anthrax. Went from a kayak to to a horse, that I went in a car to an Amtrak. They wanna keep bragging about the degeneration, but respect I ain't handing y'all. Then the militia gon' create a new weapon, then they start dropping them cannonballs. People stop foreign and still feeling guilty cause they know that this ain't they run at all. Circle the fort in the generals weekend, that's why they gon' always abandon y'all. When I pull up on you, bitch, I'm catching that man and I'm at this stretching fast. You just might have caught a Lewis Wetzel curse. You got shit all twisted like those pencils were. I was that angel bitch, but Jacob ain't no wrestler. Westerners, 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 we some Westerners. The Wild Wild West, we on the West, you on the Western time. The Western Union, Western music sound like Westerners. Westerners, 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 we some Westerners. The Wild Wild West, we on the West, you on the Western time. The Western Union, Western music sound extra fast.
Don't steal my new dress code. I want to see nobody out here walking with a fur tail. I want to see nobody out here walking with a fur tail. You gotta have them matching outfits and stuff like that. Gotta have them the matching, the matching outfits and stuff like that. See nobody bet not create this. Nobody bet not create. I want to see nobody create all this Sunday rap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. Other than that, let's get into some holy fulfilling energy. And we're going to get into some topics and stuff like that. I don't really like talking about people. I'm just going to add this as an example of what you might be aware of when you know how to fill a void. You know, a void ain't really a void. It's just spirits always fulfilling something. So we make up thought forms. Anytime there's a draining in a certain area, it needs a new charge in it. So all the new charges from small percentage scales collect as a big form, and if you was the one who know how to put those esoteric mental pieces together, you fulfill that pocket with that vibe, and it play out through your organ system, and everybody look at you on what to do in the third dimension. You know what I'm saying? Now that's how you know what you're doing in the spiritual world before it start to play out in y'all creativities, y'all passions, y'all motivations and stuff like that. First is just this energy. You know what I'm saying? It's that kickback energy of, I know what I'm doing in the spiritual world. I'm getting ready to bring that down to reality. I brought it down in reality. I don't know what I'm doing. I just think I'm doing something right because I got some other type of thing involved. Whether it's a Walt Disney money type of God, or your validations got validated, you're in what you wanted to get validated. You know what I'm saying? None of them things even mean anything, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of times y'all would set aside what's actually going on, but you still had to pull from a pocket of reality, you know, construct it with your own way of seeing it that was better than somebody else's way of seeing it. Now, somebody else had the ability to see it just because they was able to relate to it in some way, shape, or form, or they was able to be aware of it. So there's some form of connection, regardless of the extension and reaction, maybe negative, maybe wanting to separate from it. That's not the point. The ability for someone to be aware of something itself mean that they're aware of something that anyone else could be aware of, whether the person that's bringing it to the forefront is around or not. So always keep that in mind too. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't got no spiritual game. I got to bring spiritual game online. And online is too dry. You know what I'm saying? It's too many other type stuff online, like narratives and stuff like that. So y'all not getting that true stuff that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? You was sitting around and listening to people with narratives. You can't listen to that type of stuff. You can't. And then you come across someone sounding like me, reaching into pockets and stuff. You're like, oh, yeah, I like, even if they don't know everything you know. You rather watch that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time to be watching somebody trying to steer something. Like, this is your social media page. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Don't come up here and try to help nobody, because you can't help nobody in their family. Matter of fact, other people's family probably in better situations than y'all. Can help y'all out. And them ain't the people out here trying to tell other people what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't getting together with people that's doing right things anyway. So you don't have time predicated on anything that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time predicated on nothing that got anything to do with is y'all about to like try to like manifest the reality that y'all trying to do so it can materialize in some way. Manifesting this means what collection of thoughts you collected. Materializing means you're gonna bring that into reality. That's what that means. And a lot of times y'all don't even be in those type of energies and stuff, and then that y'all be trying to materialize, but then the thoughts on y'all mind be y'all trying to materialize off bullshit manifestations. So y'all be in trauma, y'all be in negative spirits and stuff. So it ain't a lot of people like me online to get y'all out of these funks. And then y'all be in certain funks. And then if you want to be a content creator, you ain't even got no example of how to get on without being frustrated. And you might be a nerd or somebody spoiled. You ain't got nothing to be frustrated about. So you pick a frustration. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up being like weird and stuff like that. It end up being weird because it's like, this is what you make your social page. I like my social page to represent me, what I want to talk about, and what I got going on. And it's only going to be them type. So basically, before I break this down, it's like I'm just talking about filling a void. I'm gonna break down like even some of these lost people y'all be listening to, all the way down to the 50 Cent P Diddy documentary and stuff like that. Then all these rappers that's crashing out. I don't really want to like politics ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't get into that, but you know, just worldly things, so you can understand a spiritual perspective. And understanding a spiritual perspective, you know what I'm saying, you now feel like you ain't alone anymore. Even though people don't feel like they're alone, they're around others. It's just when we get online, we all end up feeling alone because there ain't shit to watch. No, I'm saying like everything is crashing out. Like man, then people talking about the same thing over and over again. Nobody got time for that, man. Like y'all gonna wake people up, y'all gonna make some changes, y'all gonna make some narratives that sound like it's good, or get out the way or whatever. Or just talk to your people. Don't get online like your personal page, your personal Dodo page supposed to be used for the world. No, it ain't. Is this supposed to be used for your people who gravitate towards you or whatever the case may be? And your people are already your people. They already know who you is. So they already well aware of what you're doing before anybody else in the world. That's the only way social media works. Social media don't work like, if it work in any kind of way, you about to be seen as a grifter. You about to be seen as somebody get ready to dig something up because you didn't change something 3 different times, 4, 5 different times. You was a carpenter, then you was a fence builder, then, you know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff. You was a sergeant, you know what I'm saying? You was a Buffalo Soldier, all these things. Then a pimp. then Leonardo DiCaprio. Then, like it's like you got then the actor. It's like wait a minute, like that's too much. That's too much. Damn, this cosplaying itself energy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't want to get too much in that, but we want to just talk about fulfilling a void. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't get nothing nowhere else. And this what God do. God fulfill voids. When you feel naked and out of thought, out of feeling, and then you feel naked and you ain't got nothing to resist yourself, so you in that spiritual space of needing assistance. What you think God getting ready to do? You in some type of void. You know what I'm saying? You might have been following, you know, certain religions put you on voids. Certain religions got certain gods that was in darkness at first. You know what I'm saying? So you might not have those type of insecurities, but you planned out those same traits. So you experiencing the same reciprocation and negative responses and getting hung on the crosses of people who ain't even had your problems and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you suffering bigger problems than the problems you got. Because it's just about energy. Like thoughts and feelings are energies. Spirits be creating thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. But the spirit that created the thought and feeling, that's the one who created that seed and have to reap what they sow. Humans been trying to run up. You can't, like, animals don't do this. Bugs don't. It's just humans because they a little closer to Atmos DAP. You know what I'm saying? To become Atmos DAs. But for the most part, a lot of people in Haël'Ho. So, like, they don't even know what they actually doing. They be trying to run away from their creation. So they come up with a thought, a degenerate thought and feeling, and run away from their seeds and stuff like that, or try to come up with another thought. Nah, you got to take care of that, especially if you put it out in the world. You were supposed to take care of that before you put it out in the world. Don't be putting out no seeds in the world if you ain't take care of that. You know what I'm saying? So a person to just put all kind of seeds in the world and try to put out a false seed around it, and that ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff don't cut it. And we in a time right now where we getting ready to get right in what I'm getting ready to talk about, so it allow you to see everything, especially when it comes into, you know, your day-to-day life. And even the things you entertain by, to be able to see it in this rightful perspective, or be able to see it a little closer like me, because you got some comprehension. And today's time, you know, comprehension is very low, attention span is very low, so people is not developing the right brain neurons and stuff like that to get your blood moving in the brain. The hell, getting your elbows blood moving and your kneecap blood moving. Y'all frontal lobe blood don't be. Y'all got headaches 24/7 throughout the day. Because y'all got lack of blood cycle through the head. Like y'all don't be having flush pineal glands and stuff like that. Y'all be having uncircumcised frontal lobes. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times the stuff y'all be thinking is like Walt Disney. It really just be like Walt Disney. You know what I'm saying? But look, peep game. Right? Peep game, right? So this the shift we're going through, right? Because I'm fulfilling a void right now. What do fulfilling a void mean? I'm not about to be up here scamming and grifting. I am the energy I'm teaching. So I'm up here for filling a void, not me getting, I broke it down a little bit, but I don't want y'all to get lost, because that's how you tell the difference between grifters too. What's a void? Then you sound like Neil deGrasse and want to talk about a void. No, I'm the void. I'm fulfilling something that lack. Now you could take that into all kind of layers you want, or if you Trinity God, 3 layers. The spiritual pocket, mental pocket, the spirit creating that mental pocket for the empty spirit that's in there to fulfill itself, in the physical pocket, physical body representation of that. However you want to get lost. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't about to teach what a void is and black hole, whatever. First, I'm expressing I'm a void. Then I'm getting ready to express the context of what I'm putting in that void that y'all ain't been getting online. You see what I'm saying? Now, look, check this out. One of the phases that we're going through right now is negative natures. So negative natures are being forced to see itself in the mirror, aka alternative motives are no longer useful. You have to come as is, like a used car lot, and you have to be the one to be like, I made this car, that's my name on the back of the car, or it's my fault that if I sold this used car and you took it off the lot and it broke down 15 minutes later after you drove it, but it was like perfectly fine when you test drove it when you was here. A little trick I did, you know what I'm saying, hit the battery a certain way, you know what I'm saying, kick the transmission a certain way, it's gonna run for that good 3 minutes or something like that, test drive, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, then for the most part, here's that thing, you know what I'm saying? But when you understand it, you gotta come as is, right? And this way everybody, you know, a lie or two ain't wrong, you know what I'm saying? But it's just for what reason? You know what I'm saying? What reason? And that's the intent. That's for everything. A lot of times you could lie and be like, nah, this person ain't in the house, and somebody knocking on your door trying to murder this person based upon that's your family member, and they done something that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't enough time for people to think to get the situation together, or however the case. Okay, that's a good lie. You haven't seen them. You know what I'm saying? That's a good lie. You haven't seen. But you know what I'm saying? In other places it might be. So we don't want to get into the details and stuff, but we want to talk about things from a spiritual perspective, right? So like I said, right, when we're looking at the negative form itself, now negative could be vague. So it goes in particular. Everybody got their subjective circumstances, situation. What's good for you may not be good for someone else and things of that nature. So first put that in your mind before you lost into a religious aspect and you want to say, okay, well, this negativity, well, this negative in my life and why it ain't being destroyed. No, see, you're getting lost. You know what I'm saying? Now, that might be a negative way of thinking, and that way of thinking is the reason why you ain't about to receive no positive results and see that coming true, because it's a negative way of thinking, and that's part of the energy I'm talking about also. Broaden your spirit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Broaden your spirit just a little bit. Now, peep game, right? So, any form of alternative motives and things of that nature may lead to agendas are being judged, because everybody's life is very real. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody in an alternative. So when we think about what we're doing things, it's based off percentage scale. It's just a lot of times you get distracted and you might be larger on the percentage scale of having to put on a fake smile because you had a job at the moment, but the manager might have pissed you off, but you know you got to be there to clock out. You know what I'm saying? And get that check, get that pay stub. So, you know, it ain't really about the energy of, well, I just got to do this, but that energy itself, right, is getting eradicated to the point that all situations is clearing out for you to even have to do that in the first place, even if it means you getting rid of that job or however the case. But it's not just about a job. I'm just breaking this down so you can understand it from a general perspective before you start to put it in your subjective circumstances. Now, any form of alternative motives that may lead to agendas are being judged, because everybody's life is very real without alternatives, right? So when you are met with forms of alternative motives or agendas behind it, however the case may be, right? These forms is going to play out like a spirit creating a mental concept. That's the form. And when you eat it, aka you might not take or buy everything somebody's selling as far as a dream, or eat every fruit, quote unquote, esoterically speaking. So you're going to spit that fruit out. Your spirit is going to spit it out. And here's the thing. The fruit is an alternative motive. That's the construct that it's in. It's like it's not a natural seed. So it's like a form that's crafted, GMO synthetic esoteric seed. So those fruits don't taste good to the spirit. Rather the mind or the body that the spirit is inside of at the moment is comprehended, aware, or retarded or not. May not be intelligent enough. You see what I'm saying? Like the mind and the body may be distracted, still got things in their life, may not be retarded, but there's a lot of other things they just distracted on at the moment. But even spirits in those situations are able to be aware, start to taste it a little bit before another spirit start to sell it and spit it out and automatically resist. And then for the most part, the one that may have crafted it, the manipulation or the grift or the gaff or whatever the case may be, maybe in ego hurt energy and try to over exaggerate that it may be something with them, and then try to do it again in a more extreme way or in a more extreme manner or a more manipulative manner or however the case. And they have to understand it's not them, it's something that everybody being awakened towards, whether you can see from a distance that a person is still in forms of distraction or not, that you may have not been in, and you can probably see how you could probably get away with your 1-2 over an individual based upon what they are distracted in. But it's only so far you're going to be able to get in this time due to the fact of negative energies in general are being forced to have a mirror in front of it. And anybody who's putting out any form of negative or self-serving energy or whatever the case may be, going to start to see that it's not going as far as it used to, or they're not getting their way with it as they used to. And it's before they even start to express actions. A lot of times, a lot of the thoughts and the minor actions that lead up to whatever event that a person is leading to manipulate. A person is starting to see how it's not going to be the same outcome as previously or the multiple times it did before. A person is seeing it right now just in thought and minor actions before it lead up. Like like think about a bank robber, and they know the ins and out, and they did it so many times. It's a time before they even start calling everybody and stuff like that might start making them feel weird and be like, nah, this ain't gonna work this time or whatever, all the way to the damn phones. Yeah, let me not go ahead and even call the same people on the phone or whatever the case may be. And off the bat, you ain't even gonna look at that same goal in the same light or however the case, because it's negative in general. But at the same time, you ain't even gonna be able to get that far that you got before. Like at least you got away with it a few times, and then you probably went to jail, got out, or however the case. This time you ain't even gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, go through with it at all. You ain't even gonna be able to start to make the ball start moving. So it's like one of those energies right now where you're already having a mirror when you know that you got to start adjusting something that you was already doing and you know it's working. I mean, it was like a well-oiled running machine. Why you think you need more gas if your gas full? Once you get into that mind state, you dealing with what I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? You a few yards away from Haël'Ho in that little yard and field and stuff like that. Try not to, you know what I'm saying, go too far over there into there. But for the most part, when you start to understand that those fruits are no longer taste good, and the spirit rather go elsewhere, even if it means sacrificing, or even if it means it was some monetary gain in it, or whatever the case may be. It don't feel good to the spirit because the spirit know better. So what does this lead into when it means that alternative motives is no longer useful in today's time, right? Well, anything that we actually see that has that behind it, whether you know the depths of it or not, you're not you still not going to be able to connect with it the same way Michael Jackson was able to rock y'all to sleep and sell that much records, and Bee Gees and Prince and all these people and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? And all these movies and stuff. Like, so you'll be able to see things clearly. So for an example, let's say you get into this aspect and you really understand that, all right, it's being eradicated right now. The wise spirit that sit there and ponder on that, let's say you are into entertainment. Let's get into certain entertainments right now, right? Right? I don't want to get into that yet because I want to talk about religion. Well, before we even get into entertainment, even when it comes into relationships, there's no more agendas that work in relationships either. So if you're getting into a relationship based upon an agenda, what do that mean? It's a relationship, not a spiritual ship. Spiritual ship, that's a word I coined, but for the most part, it just means when you're connected with someone based upon an objective or a motive, not connected with someone based upon what you're trying to get fulfilled with, based upon an insecurity or what you think the necessities mean or what needs to be had for it to look like a relationship. So that's what I call like a Walt Disney relationship. It's just generalizing what people commonly get in relationships for, based upon being lost, not having no culture, and then you being in a melting pot. So everybody lost. So everybody really don't know what they want. So when they Walt Disney come out with a commercial, aka a society norm, throughout a few months, right, you end up doing something that springs off as an acceptance in other areas in your life, including a relationship. Then once that overall acceptance leave, everything that you built from that leave. You start not looking at your relationship the same. You start looking at, oh, I'm not going down this path no more. You start looking at probably certain jobs or certain family members, certain sports or whatever, however the case may be, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really being all over the place, not having a substantiated external representation that any person can fulfill that. Your family, the people you meet, but if they're not fulfilling that, you're not even going to waste your time, or however the case may be. You'd rather not be out here trying to promote something without the main players that you know before you even met them, that was the same thing they was on. So y'all have a common interest outside of y'all own bias, or however the case may be. So even when times get tough, you know that you rather have that tough time with that person or collection of individuals or family than whatever that you may be lost in based upon associations and stuff like that. That, you know, Walt Disney may have taught us because it was the right thing to do. Then y'all join these brotherhoods and sisterhoods and things and these fraternities. And I don't want to get into that like I'm always speaking things based upon negative. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go to college, however the case may be. I'm just saying, know when you're doing negative and know when you're doing positive. Know when things is being used for stuff that really don't matter, and know when things could be used for things that probably help you out or can help others or whatever the case may be in a real sufficient manner, not no real switching it in a way where it's got alternative motives and now it's real manipulating and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It can get, well, GMO, that's the word I'm looking for, but it can't be, gotta be real, can't be GMO. You know what I'm saying? So no more agendas on relationships, right? You just like who you like. So that don't put the pressure on marriage, that don't put the pressure on a relationship, and it gives you enough time to kick it with someone to be like, damn, this many years have passed and we have been kicking it. We must fuck with each other, whatever the case. Yet there's no lock and cage there either. You know what I'm saying? Because that's also how they used to do it back in the day before they took our culture within the tribes and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes into the matriarchy, it's a patriarchy also. It's not really talking about government or whatever. It's talking about, you know, who's born through the mother is the brothers and the sisters. Who's born through the father is the cousins. So like how y'all got it is kind of like European or whatever. Like you could have different mothers, same father, and call each other's brothers and sisters. It's not like that in native culture though. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got the same father, different mothers, y'all are cousins. See what I'm saying? So whoever, like let's say your father had get ready to make another band and have kids, right? All those kids that's made from that mother is brothers and sisters. But let's say your father had a kid by one of the chicks, right? One of the bitch wee weeats. I don't say that. But for the most part, right? Let's say they have it, and then for the most part, y'all would consider that brother and sister, but really that's your cousin. You know what I'm saying? That would be your cousin. That won't be your brother. And then for the most part, y'all kind of already had that vibe already. Y'all have to force yourself to be like, but yeah, that's my sister, that's my brother, or whatever the case. But your spirit be kind of letting y'all know it be layers going on in reality that y'all just getting y'all small bias and don't see how it be playing out in other areas of life on different percentage scales and things of that nature. But you feel that sense of same mother and or same father. You know what I'm saying? You feel that sense. It's a different sense. It's a different sense when you got the same mother, then it's a different sense when you got the same father without the same mother. But these are senses you have to be sensitive towards and things of that nature. And it's not to say nobody ain't more family than another. It actually builds a village, and it builds it much stronger, because when it comes to women, they're looked at different, and the men built up more strength, so they're not looked at as weak, that you can't handle them type of situations and things of that nature. And one woman could possibly have a child by multiple men, because the men out here having children by multiple women, but it's supposed to be like an uncle, like family village type of thing, or whatever the case may be. So therefore it's like a situation where like everybody will be like that's family, or everybody will be like that's, and it'll be so far down the line, it's so different bands, people be confused on how that's to be, because you'll be like, why y'all saying that, because it's so far down the line and stuff like that. But that's how it is though. So somebody your family who ain't even got in on the fucking, you know what I'm saying, it's your father who had a kid by someone else, right? That now that's your cousin, but then all of those is your cousin too now. Like they have to look at you the same, even if they're not in. That's not their father, but that's their mother that your father had a child with. So it's just a family. You see what I'm saying? It's a different way of looking at family, but it's more constructed in some way. Y'all probably look at it like it's not, but it is. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it built structure, and it separate from incest a lot faster too, and it don't allow a lot of lostness when people get lost in multitudes of cultures and stuff like that, and then you don't know what you want, especially when it comes to a woman to get in a situation, and Walt Disney will put out another movie for a collection of 5 years, then you find your way trying to get out of that current relationship so the next relationship can match. Then E.T. come out for the next 5 years, then you do the same thing. The Final Destination come out the next 5 years. I know I'm off years and stuff with the movie, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. It's like you playing catch up, and before you know it, you look back, you done went through about 19 phases. You look back, you done went through about 15 mistakes. And you gotta call them mistakes, because you ain't currently with them now. So you see what I'm saying? And it ain't seem like it was a mistake then though, right? That's the nuance I'm breaking down though. Why it didn't seem like a mistake. You thought you was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't nothing wrong with it, but this is why things is changing right now, because the spirit is getting tired. And everybody next aging process is in 5 years. Because time sped up, so aging slowed down. When everybody aged year to year and a half, that slowed down. So whatever age you is now, the next age process is 5 years from now. So whatever age you is now, 5 years from now is what you would look like if this year was next year or 2 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Time speeding up, but age is slowing down. You see what I'm saying? So God giving some of you 80-year-olds some grace and stuff like that. So if you took care of your health, that's what you got to do though. You got to take care of your health. You got to do something with your health. But if you take care of some of your health and you up some age and you like looking in the past, your family, the type of diseases they had, not those extreme diseases, but those minor ones, and like little gallstones and stuff that that might have took them out because they were too old and stuff like that, right? You actually don't have to feel down or whatever the case may be. You got like a 5-year extension, and it ain't even saying that you gonna die anyway at 80. But you know how them thoughts be going when you get that age. If you keep up with your health the best way you can now, I don't care if you're in a wheelchair, you got a cane, you old. But I'm saying if you've been keeping up the best way and you got those supportive family members and friends around you that help you keep doing that and don't help you relapse on things that, you know, the time you and the age you at now that, you know, you couldn't do 10, 15 years ago, whatever the case may be, you're going to actually look the same too. And your bone and your agility is going to be the same. So appreciate every day. Don't be cranky like, let's say 10 years before you, 70-year-olds, 65-year-olds, and the elbow problem, the arthritis, and then the over-exaggeration of frustration throughout the day. And they become the hags out there, family and stuff, right? They speed up the process. It always can be worse. You might got similar, minor, or even more problems. Stop now and just worry more about other shit. You're going to be stuck at that 5 years where the person who's frustrated is going to get worse within the 5 years. You see what I'm saying? So everybody got problems. So no matter how old you is, but I'm telling you, time is freezing. Time is froze. So starting now, 5 years from now, everybody going to look the same. And it kind of already been like that. It started like that in 2016, but every process has a shift of its own. And that shift took a good 7 years, 8 years. It's locked in now. It's locked in. After 2022, it's locked in. And now it's on its natural course. So it's going to be like this period now. But if you a Gen Z, so you have to know you're still going through hormone changes. So if you're not taking care of your health, you speed up the process. Like as time is going faster, you will speed up your age to go faster. You won't make your age go slower. People who already went through their hormone changes stuff, especially people who went through their Saturn returns, 28, 29, 30, 31, you ain't got to worry about that. You froze there now. But for the most part, you still got to deal with aging. Gen Z got to worry about speeding up the process of aging. And they possibly can slow shit down right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, once upon a time, the average, even if you want to look at it a little bit up close to late millennial and then early Gen Z. I mean, late millennial, yeah, early Gen Z. That'd be like 24, 25 and things of that nature. Even these individuals can realize it. Because you go back in the day, you know what I'm saying, Tupac, Biggie, Dawes Effects, Busta Rhymes, all them. You know what I'm saying? Clearly could look at them and then look at the 30-year-olds and stuff like that and be like, well, damn, I thought they would have been 30 in that time. You know what I'm saying? Then you just realize Tupac was 25 when he died and shit like that. Then you look at Lil Uzi Vert and all these rappers today, you like, wait a minute, is this something with the time, the water? You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Might look younger. Well, not them, because they not the Kodaks, not the Lil Uzis. Too much of this with another cup on top of it. Too much of these with two of them. Y'all with the two double lips. Y'all said the two Timberland double lips. Y'all saying too much of those and stuff like that. You speed up the process, start looking like Lil Pump, Lil Pimp. No, I mean Lil Pump, yeah, Lil Pimp. Lil Pump, you know what I'm saying? You want to be the Trump? Shout out to Trump, Lil Pimp, or Lil Pump. The has-been. However it is. Ain't no, you can't be 22 and a has-been. That don't even make no sense. How you just started in a has-been? I'm fine that. What's going on? How you become a see, VH1 got the update. They goddamn shit and things like that. Where's goddamn VH1? It's time for y'all to update a little bit. Y'all need some young bloods in there to go ahead and get these scripts together and stuff and go ahead and update the VH1 channel and stuff. Because goddamn, you could be a has-been at 17 right now. You know what I'm saying? You going to jail for life right now at 16 right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything for real. I'm saying, I should get it together right now. Where's that documentary? You get old fast. You know what I'm saying? Career came and went that fast, and you old and shit like that. And they was like, damn, what happened to your old VH1 and shit? Then we got that. We gonna Google, what's Little Pump's age? 22. Lord Jesus, oh, I'm damn already. How you living the age of a 60-year-old already? That don't even make no sense. Put the double cup down. And experience this 5 years. Experience this 5 years God given everybody. Experience that. Experience that. Exercise. Exercise. Y'all ain't supposed to be looking all like Larry Holmes, whatever 50 Cent said in the waistline and stuff like that. Y'all need Ozempic. You know, how you need Ozempic? You just getting out of goddamn high school and shit like that. You fresh in college age and shit like that. You need Ozempic. Wait a minute, man. That's for old people that have a hard time getting to Planet Fitness and stuff. Sad kneecaps. They done worked the whole 20, 30 years of their life. That's for them, man. That ain't for you, dude. Know what I'm saying? It's for Rick Ross. It's for Finesse 2 times. It's for 6ix9ine. It's for Shannon Sharp hips. All right, but look, check this out, right? But look, like I said, even when it comes to relationships, that's not going to be too much involved when it comes into agendas. So even a female, she might be looking at relationships at the moment and be like, God damn, this agenda or this narrative or however the case may be, that's not fulfilling me. That's not fulfilling me. It could be $1 million right now. Man, a chick could look at that like, man, there's something to this. I'd rather not. Then homeboy will be online straight red pilled out. Like, yeah, I got all this. I got everything Walt Disney told me and she still ain't want it. See, females, ain't got nothing to do with that though. You see what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with that. You just lost. You ain't in this new shift. It's a new shift going on. She don't care about your money or whatever. Because it ain't about that. It's about the energy you in, aka your mind state, and where you get it from. Your spiritual space, wherever that's at. And whatever you think, you don't even have to express everything. It's certain things you in for your presentation to be what it is. And that alone, she can see what's going on down the future. I can see what's going on down the future. I'm a man, so I don't even know how to play those games. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. And y'all gonna realize y'all playing games. That's playing games and stuff like that. You always gonna set yourself up for a letdown. You always gonna set yourself up for an expectation that no one could reach. I'm telling you, your hopes is too high. Red pills, y'all hopes is too high. You know what I'm saying? And none of y'all mothers was like that. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of y'all mothers was worse. You ain't had them deep conversations with your father, trust me. And a lot of y'all niggas, father wasn't around to have it. No, I'm saying, that speaks for itself. You probably got goddamn murdered. All kind of stuff. You got told you got murdered through a robbery or something like that. Nope. When bitches start fucking, niggas die. That's it. What Tupac said it best. You got told your father was a gangster or whatever the case. No, whoever was sticking dick in your mother's ass that took your father out. That was it. Your father did nothing but complain when he was alive. That was it. Or before he went to jail for murder and doing that to somebody else's mother. No further than that. That was it. It ain't really go no further than that. If you think it went any further than that, this is why you growed up and thought you was wanting to be King Von or something like that. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, King Von. Rest in peace, any young person. Any young person. And shout out to both sides. The NBA sides are there, all sides. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But, you know what I'm saying? Chicago, they be doing deep spells on y'all in Chicago. Like, I wish I could come to y'all and talk to y'all or whatever the case, because y'all don't know how deep things is. Just by me doing this, I'm doing a ceremony for y'all right now. So all y'all who be smoking each other and the person who do the most drills, why y'all all come out the Calumet building? So y'all don't know nothing about that. See, y'all live in Chicago, y'all might know a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, how the government be creating things and stuff like that, all the way to the Shawnee jail. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, or the Walkmart streets. You know what I'm saying, the MOA. No, that's not in Chicago. Well, they do a lot of psyops on there, but the Calumet building, that's they put all y'all in a peace pipe. That's a ceremony. Calumet, they put all y'all in a peace pipe and stuff like that. So it's how all y'all smoking each other. That ain't what we did. Well, at least y'all niggas, y'all foreigners though. So it's like everything in reverse for y'all. I gotta teach y'all like that. Listen, my people didn't do that. This is the area right here, stuff like that. We had ceremony, we pass the peace pipe around and stuff like that. Y'all don't go smoking each other. I mean, somebody taught y'all out in the back of the boat. Somebody was coming over here back and forth, pirate man on the front of the boat, being a sailor, Captain Cut the Hook and stuff like that. It was like, y'all, look, this is what we got going on over here. And it told y'all a remix version of something. Y'all came over here and started smoking each other. And said, that might have been a plan all along. And I'm going to sip my coffee on that. I'm going to sip my tea. But I thought something with that. Oh, big old building look like a big old tea. Big old guy. You know what I'm saying? Big old peace pipe or whatever the case may be. Why all these niggas getting smoked? And I start thinking, like, wait a minute. Who practicing my people witchcraft on people? I said that I didn't want to put no more pieces together, so I'll stay my ass out of Chicago too and shit. Shout out my niece that's moved to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Let the Lord be with her. Gucci Mane too. You know what I'm saying? My niece, you know what I'm saying? She got a man in the military. You know what I'm saying? So see, military, I got people that see CIA, I got people in the military. Leave me alone. My father was in the military. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone now. Leave me alone for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm with programs. I love everybody. I ain't out here hating people. Now look, check this out, right? Now, so stop hating me. Now, but look, when it get to all kind of stuff that's going on, when you understand spiritual knowledges and stuff like that, peep game. Atlanta been on fire. I don't know why y'all rap. We about to get to a little bit of entertainment a little bit. I don't know what's up with y'all rappers and stuff. But you supposed to be online. The spiritual, you don't know. Get the fuck out of Atlanta. I'm telling y'all that Atlanta been on fire ever since Trump caught that charge. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, should I even get into that? Because Gucci Mane too be telling me things and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on the land and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, this was, and some of the stuff be slick. It'd be cold too. Like, it was like something I used to do that much better. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all ain't got the mind. If you came on the back of the boat and stuff like that, you ain't got the mind to know what I'm actually talking about. And sometimes I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the Mayflower boats, they got books, so they know what I know. I don't need a book to know what I know, because this is my land. I'm the flesh. So any thought is from me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, other people been over here long enough, and their descendants got books. So a lot of y'all saying foreigners and niggas and Jamaica, y'all the new white people, y'all be all lost in the sauce. This how y'all becoming homeless and becoming all lost in the sauce. It's deep. I don't even want to get into details of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's generalize it for the music, right? Let's just keep it entertainment, right? Atlanta never got off on fire. It never got off on, it's the esoteric fire. It never got off on fire since Trump caught that case in Atlanta. The AKA that round up y'all retard energy. You know what I'm saying? See, it's like the way see a lot of times, sometimes I think I shouldn't even attack stuff. I ain't allowed to speak. Certain spirits, certain lineages, ethnicities ain't allowed to speak, because like we just be being real and stuff like that. But it'd be like millions of dollars off this stuff. I don't want to fuck nobody game up. Man. Is this y'all rappers retarded though? Like, so we just gonna keep it Atlanta. Let's just keep it. I don't want to general. Look, no, this don't happen everywhere. Just for you retards in Atlanta, okay? Now here's the thing. Atlanta never got on fire since Trump caught the charge, right? That little Call of Duty round them up energy, spiritually speaking, right? So here's the thing, right? Now that was for all the retards who thought it was gonna be cool and start speaking out for whoever was doing what Trump was doing. We all know what Trump was doing. You know what I'm saying? So whoever thought that was, you know what I'm saying, by him being like a still accepted to become the president or whatever the case may be, that was like a little optic for retards. So here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? It was just really publicized for everybody to start speaking out or whatever the case may be, so we could be like, oh, that's what you do? Oh, that's what you do? Start building a case on P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So, lock cash up for you. You know what I'm saying? What message Lil Uzi Vert sent to his assistant? Well, what did he do? Lock his ass up. Who about to have a versus, whatever? Make sure Mystical don't come out. Oh, it's a lot of stuff y'all don't be peeping games. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't be getting it. There's a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. I don't see why y'all still got y'all main addresses in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Feds is doing a sweep on all successful individuals. Kind of like how y'all promote certain artists. Right? It's like a round them up energy. So if y'all bumping that music in your car, the police do masonry to consider the stereotype that they created as a justification. Like the stereotype that they crafted will be whoever they made an artist and gave money to make y'all think popping. Once they got a little notoriety, And that put the eyes on. That put the British kind of man out on. They're like, oh, this was going on in our neighborhoods. This was going on in our city blocks and streets. Get that one a record deal. Get that one a record deal. We'll work from there. I said, I want to go for that. I want to go for that. I want to go for that. But I said, it's kind of like how they promote a certain artist. So if you bumping that music in the car, the police kind of like do masonry to consider the stereotype that they created as a justification to pull your ass over. You know what I'm saying? Then like that Trina and Trick Daddy song, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. And then they like count on you to actually be doing these crimes currently. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They be hoping you don't be bumping that music. Like once upon a time when 50 Cent, like it was once upon a time in New York when 50 Cent was at the top. And you riding around bumping it, especially if you riding around, you got a new car, you got a new 9.8, you got a new Honda too, or so whatever, you bumping 50 Cent, oh, they can count on just pulling you over. I bet he got a gun up underneath the seat. So how many niggas in the car? You know what I'm saying? It get deep, just off the street. You think like, what you pull me over for? You did it, you thought you was doing everything right. You're like, yeah, I ain't gonna get put over today. It's safe today. I'm gonna ride with about 2 heaters or whatever like that. You gonna learn, I can't howl. It's all shit. Police in New York City, like, yeah, that's that 50 Cent character's music. Terrible. Hey, yeah, I like him though. He make us real rich. He get us fed. He get us half of New York City with the jam. That's straight out of the book. It's straight out the record. A lot of niggas could feel that. A lot of niggas came out of Rikers Island saying the goddamn Get Rich or Die Trying, my favorite album. I guarantee it was. Thanks to the New York City Police Department. Just like once upon a time, Wiz Khalifa was hot. When Wiz Khalifa was hot, things of that nature, you run around black and yellow, black and blue, and they got a pound of weed. I guarantee they got a pound of weed. Oh, say you probably like today you probably fresh out of college. I'm in my father's car, my daddy's business car. He ain't paid off yet. He just this tax write-off for the business and stuff. Smoke no weed today. Smoke no weed. Here come your buddies and stuff like that. Hey guys, don't smoke no weed. Y'all riding clean that day. No weed or nothing. But you want to butt Wiz Khalifa, black and yellow, black and blue. Whoop whoop. Yeah, we just want to search the car and that's it. You know what I'm saying? The whole day you ain't even smoke. Bubba Wiz Khalifa, you ain't never know what's wrong. You had to tell your father, you didn't put me over for no reason. Billy had the drugs. Billy had the pot. You know what I'm saying? You had to tell you, fucked up. No, it was all down. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. They was sitting around telling you, this guy's music terrible, whatever. Make him put a blonde patch in his head. Make him put a blonde patch in his head. You know what I'm saying? People be at the round table thinking like that. Make him put a blonde patch in his head. You know what I'm saying? Black and yellow. All right, okay. Best believe everybody in Pittsburgh was locked up on weed charges. That. Real shit. They don't know what's going on. Hey, Atlanta's hot. Atlanta hot right now. I'm telling y'all right now, your address, get your main address somewhere in South Atlanta. I might have gave that away. Go somewhere else. Quando Rado already. Go somewhere else. You can have a house there. Your main mail. Jacksonville somewhere. I'm saying your main mail. Baton Rouge. No, I'm saying somewhere. Go to Red Stick Land or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Put your main mail somewhere else. 3 hours away or something like that outside of Georgia. It's like Columbus, Georgia or something like that. Something outside of, outside of Atlanta somewhere. Put them addresses somewhere else. Then you go back to your others. Make sure it's called your other spot. Even if you try to live there like you living there now, like your home spot. Try to put it in legal terms. It's your other spot. You know what I'm saying? Put something in your legal terms where your address not in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. All right. How many more examples y'all need? Oh, sad solo. When you understand those energies, you understand what's going on. It's like a round them up energy and stuff like that. All the way down to like shit, Travis Scott concert. Travis Scott went to college, so he went into a door, so he knew what was going on. He knew everything that was getting ready to happen at his concert. Best believe he was well informed. He probably didn't know the full extent or whatever the case may be. The overall message was, don't get high off fentanyl. Don't send your kids to get high off fentanyl at some damn rappers, some Snoop Doggity Doggy Dogg extensions concert. That's it. Travis Scott. No, I said that's it. It's just one of them descendants of Snoop Dogg Dogg. You know, I said one of them goddamn offsprings of Snoop Dogg Dogg or something like that. That's all in their mind. And Snoop Doggy Doggy Dogg is the Yogi Bear Crip. There ain't anybody, you a blood Crip, they don't care. That's just some offspring of Snoop Doggy Doggy Dogg. That's it. You know what I said? That's all they care. They ain't got no other name for you and shit like that. Kendrick Lamar, his name ain't even Kendrick Lamar. It's that new Snoop Doggy Doggy Dogg. You know I said? That's it. Who was that Super Bowl? Snoop Kendrick Doggy Dogg. Oh, that's it. I liked it what Samuel L. Jackson did. I like what he did up there. I was saying, who was the rapper? I didn't get nothing he was saying. It was Kendrick Doggy Dogg. I said, oh, that's it. That's all. You ain't hearing nothing else. You ain't hearing nothing else. Nothing else. Oh, Sam. Now, look, check this out. So when you understand these energies and stuff, you're like, okay, I can bet my bottom dollar. A lot of rappers probably in on this at the moment. So we got petty ways of crashing out. Boss Man D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? You know, they always be copying me and stealing my names and stuff like that. That ain't my name, but you know, it's like some innovation and shit like that. Let's say you a new artist. Don't be on SoundCloud or anything of that nature. They used to psyop everybody off SoundCloud and stuff like that. It was once upon a time when Kia Shine came out. He ain't a SoundCloud artist, but it was hard for us to believe because, you know what I'm saying, after Lil Wayne was writing all Drake raps at first and shit like that, it was making it seem like if you ain't on these platforms, the mystique behind it, you think it ain't credible. You know what I'm saying? Now you be like, damn, man, like shit, it's probably about 13,000 Kia Shines and shit like that. You gotta believe them. You know what I'm saying? You got like these cats don't be talking for no reason and shit like that. So when you think like that, right now online, these cats crashing out themselves. So when you think about like people like Boss Man D-Lo, these cats creating fake scandals to spread their trash ass music and shit like that. So the beats be hot. You know what I'm saying? But some people be like wasting beats. Like he one of them. Like it's a couple cats that know how to waste them. They know how to pick them and know how to waste them. I don't know why the producer don't be like, I'm gonna get his beat to somebody else. Boss Man D-Lo one. What's homeboy? Young Dolph cousin. What's his name? I always forget his name. I know his name because the beat about to be hot. Then forget his name because it's trash. Man, now I ruin every beat in life and shit like that. Man, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all cats, man? Why y'all cats be ruining the best beats? Papa Smurf Crackface, goddamn Famous Dex. Man, he's picked some cold beats. Trash, man. I don't get why the producer don't be somewhere like, yo, the Key Glock. Yeah, Key Glock. These cats know how to waste a good beat, man. It don't matter, man. These cats know how to pick some cold beats and waste it. Like, Lord Jesus Christ. Even low-key sometimes, Playboy Cardi. I can't even listen to this shit even though the beat's sweet anymore. But once upon a time, cold beats, trash. I'm uninterested. Now, who to throw the producer away too, before you keep allowing him to rap on it. You know what I'm saying? That the goddamn it, one dude lost his career by not wanting to get involved in shit like that. All them cold beats was coming from. I forgot his name. He started trying to rap on the beats himself. That's it. Throw it in the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Real shit though. Like, yeah, these guys are Playboy Cardi, Famous Dex, lips on the side, crusty falling off face, I'm saying, Key Glock. I'm saying these cats know how to waste some beats. Pick them though. Man, if you want to go ahead and like X they voice out, just want to rap or like write something down, shoot, they got the go-to beats though, go-to beats, so not the go-to lyrics over it. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. What be going on with these cats? But yeah, Boss Man D-Lo. No, I said he's going there and say anything. I'll just go back and listen to OJ Juice Man. But yeah, like I said, yeah, create fake scandals and shit, naked and stuff like that and shit. Man, them fake ass scandals and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how people be homegirl. I wonder what college homegirl went to. Whatever homegirl released that footage, somebody need to investigate what college she went to and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we already know what fraternity shit part of. Then they try to like, and then even with the Playboy Cardi, they trying to like psyop and copy cut her Future. So right now, Future got too many homeboys and stuff with like addresses in Atlanta or something like that. There's something going on with Future where like he can go do a show somewhere and he got too many people with Atlanta addresses. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? They doing like a psyop and they been trying to copy cutter this cat out the way for a second. They're like, all right, man, we killed enough people off drugs and stuff. I mean, not killed. Ain't nobody kill nobody. Ain't nobody kill nobody. And if anything, people didn't goddamn little peep themselves. unsupervised, goddamn people that I don't know where they getting this extreme money from. Like these streamers getting into car accidents on lives and shit like that. Who what? Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. Come to my school. Come to my school. Spend some of that money on my school. Oh, sell the mind, bitch. I'm just finishing mixing my album. I'm getting ready to drop. That's the only reason I'm taking a little small breaks. I gotta spend time. I'm mixing this real quality and stuff. Then I'm back. The void is gonna be like the void never left and shit. Like mad music videos, mad I'm me everywhere tour, powwow tour. I ain't gonna get into that. You just gonna see that. Y'all just gonna see it. Other than that, but look, check this out, right? But when it comes to yeah, they trying to copy cutter Future right now, like how they did Designer. Designer just ain't selling enough records. You know what I'm saying? He actually from New York. Playboy Cardi just tried to get a deal in New York, so he probably still had that same connect, but I think he was born in Atlanta or whatever. So they trying to make a gay Future right now. It's like they're trying to make a synthetic gay Future out of Playboy Cardi. They try to make a synthetic gay Future and shit like that. Y'all got to peep game too. Peep game. Y'all know when Joel Santana said he don't think kids can read or whatever. There's about to be a whole bunch of rappers that got Joel Santana in their lyrics. You think they don't have handlers telling them to do that? Handlers telling them to do that. Y'all like thinking about the same shit. That's why sometimes I'll be having to take a break. Because I come live. It's like I'll be the most lively thing on live. Here come all the agents that want to show me their agents. No, so I'm like, damn, I wasn't even looking at you as a shield for Democrats or Republicans. Now you making me think that you in the politics and y'all trying to get me into it because you shouldn't be psyoping me. I got a whole different world creativity. I talk to my own people. You ain't got no business. I had some tissue. But yeah, all the way to they trying to create a gay Future, and they doing psyops with NLE Chopper. NLE Chopper a psyop right now. You know what I'm saying? NLE Chopper doing colonist religion. That's how colonists think. You gotta think. It don't matter what it is, a spiritual belief or whatever. It's just how people think and whatever they cope to justify their emotions around. So everything he doing is like a colonist belief. So all you gotta do is know what colonists believe. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you get into the checkerboard, right? It's their concept of light and dark. In a colonist mind, that means white and black people. You know what I'm saying? They just made all ethnicities black so they can categorize it and just white power. Like that's what they mean about the checkerboard. So they the angels, and whoever on a dark checkerboard, your move comes second. Your move don't come first. They move go they first. They people first. So that's what that means. So when he start talking about Bible verses, that's colonist religion. That's all justifications for them to colonize everybody's land and blame it on their God. That's a foreigner too. They God from Palestine or something like that. But look, also, but then NLE Chopper, that's just some damn psyop that is just some less beef. They probably was listening to me saying rappers should do verses that start a beef. I ain't say NLE Chopper. I ain't say use him. Like y'all already crashed him out. Y'all made him NLE Chakra. Y'all made him copy NBA Youngboy. And here's the thing. People just trying to make money and take care of their family. Ain't nobody trying to be used for shit that ain't nobody influencing. Ain't nobody in their real life anyway. How people get they want to, what make people have to get a job, make money, that's actual influence. Anything else is this entertainment. So that's a whole lostness that I think colonists be just trying to make money off people and made a fake government. And then so many years down the line, it became some type of weird belief. But if there ain't no money involved, you ain't gonna catch nobody in no spot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't no money, no bribery. Ain't nobody give a fuck about shit. A person ain't gonna give a fuck about robbing a bank. If you ain't about to rob the bank for no money, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck are we gonna rob a bank for if anybody got no money? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. Any other thing is like mind lostness and stuff. Y'all just be lost in the mind as humans. And then when we get into Diddy documentary and stuff like that, that 50 Cent just did. So basically the whole thing is I couldn't watch that whole thing, but the thing is basically this 50 Cent sabotaging Diddy. Not really sabotaging Diddy. It's like two layers to it. Yeah, he's sabotaging Diddy, but it ain't stuff we ain't already know about and stuff that wasn't already out there and footage and shit. What it is he sabotaged Diddy's documentary. Diddy was planning a documentary. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of other footage he put in there mixed with the footage that probably Diddy was probably trying to correlate or whatever the case. So 50 Cent sabotaged Diddy's documentary goals. And also he was kind of in a business world, showing Diddy that he could be involved in whoever got access, not 50 having the access, but whoever had access to Diddy's footage when and the footage that Diddy was eventually going to use for his personal documentary in hopes of steering the narrative in his favor a little bit to ease the wounds so people could look at him as brother love and not the first crime he did and now he ain't Puffy. The second crime he did, now he's Puff Daddy. The second crime he did, and he just Puffy. The third crime he did, he just Diddy. The other crime he did, he just PD. You know what I'm saying? NPD, NYPD. The other crime he did, now he brother love. Every time P Diddy caught a case, Sean Combs changed his name. I'm saying pretty much. Just go down the line and shit like that. He caught a case here, his name changed. The only thing that stayed the same was the dance. That's it. Him taking your goddamn money and shit. That's the only thing that stayed the same. Take that. That's the only thing that stayed the same. You know what I'm saying? People kept taking her piece and shit. But let's check this out, right? So, 50 sabotaged Diddy's goals. That's pretty much what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then he showed them business-wise. Yeah, look, nigga, because now you can't look at things different. All these Jamaicans and stuff, it's like foreigners fighting foreigners. That's kind of how I look at FBA and stuff like that. It's like foreigners arguing with foreigners. I'm saying that don't make no sense. So you like, you know what I'm saying? Well, foreigner arguing with a foreigner and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What year? You know what I'm saying? You a 1600 foreigner? You a 1700 foreigner? You still a foreigner? You got no further than that. You ain't nothing. Can we all just get along? Now let's check this out, right? But look, when we started talking about 50, he actually showed business-wise how he can have access to people who got your monkey ass footage. You know what I'm saying? So not only can you change the narrative, can't come out in the documentary either, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's ruined. I made one for you. So that's what 50 was actually saying when he was like, yeah, P. Diddy gonna understand what I did with this documentary. He gonna like it. He want to talk about the actual content the way probably all these content creators online talking about it. Like, oh, some people saying, oh, this is phony shit in it. Some people saying, oh, this is good. They in the business world. You know what I'm saying? P. Diddy was like, oh, that's good. How you get that? Who you call? Because I know the only way you got that because that type of talking. You know what I'm saying? That's what 50 was at. Y'all ain't quite there yet. Y'all money ain't long enough. My money ain't either. This is my land. So whoever making money on this land, I get it though. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I would like to do things like that in God's way. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking, talking. That's all I be trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it be some cold shit going on that y'all just round them up energy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Snoop Dogg trying to create some Yogi Bear Crip, trying to create some round him up energy for his cuz cousin. You know what I'm saying? He double cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's your cuz and your cuz and things. You know what I'm saying? It's your family cuz and your street cuz. You know what I'm saying? And like you can kind of look at that too. You be like, yeah, Snoop Dogg try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody will try to do that. You got your own family all growing up and shit like that. Anything you feel like you the most popular face of, and that's what most of the records that's sold and merchandise is based on, kind of stuff like that. Not the people who actually put in the work and stuff like that. A lot of times you got the network and business deals who gave you that idea in the first place to be the Yogi Bear Crip on, you know what I'm saying, on the goddamn honeycomb box of cereal and shit. You know what I'm saying? The case of a honeycomb mascot. But at the same time, you're gonna take all that money from Death Row and shit like that. Suge Knight ain't about to get none of that. Dash Dillinger ain't about to get none of that. Ain't nobody about to get none of that. It's about to go Snoop Doggy Dogg and his kids. Everything that probably Snoop Doggy Dogg wasn't even around. Probably was Mad Beats Dash. He probably told Dash Dillinger, that's trash. This is probably a whole Mad song Snoop passed up on. This guy about to get rich off of it. You know what I'm saying? That whole Death Row catalog. It was mad shit he passed up on. Tupac hopped on. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? Mad shit. He was like, that was trash. DJ Quick start to edit. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Now it's a hit. Mad stuff. He was like, man, I don't really like Dr. Dre beats and stuff like that. It took off. He started questioning like, yeah, don't y'all want me to be on it? You know what I'm saying? It was mad stuff like that was going on. See, I'm about to get rich off all that. But I feel that way too. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm shout out to Dash. I feel that way too. Man, hold on. Like, I put in all this hard work. I'm putting in all this hard work. So he's going to get rich. Crip. You the Crip except at the Super Bowl. Nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I start thinking too like, man, wait a minute. I want to cut the cheese. Want some of that check. So I want some of that check. Some people out here hurting. You know what I'm saying? We ain't selling them records no more. This ain't 20, 30 years ago no more. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people thinking that. I'm gonna be thinking that ain't nothing wrong. They gotta get it where they get it. But Snoop should have created some foundation or whatever the case may be. It ain't no reason for these cats to be signed to a label for 30, 40 years. How's y'all up under Interscope that long? And I get it. Y'all probably seen a lot of examples of a person getting signed, try to do what I'm getting ready to talk about 1 year later, didn't even have a chance to do it. Ended up in jail, dead, money, bank account swiped away from them, some narrative, scandal, something. You know what I'm saying? Something. So I get it. Like a lot of y'all don't be wanting to take them chances that a lot of us ain't privy to, that y'all probably wide open to be able to see and be like, damn, if I do this, I know that's about to fuck that up. But if I do that, I know that's gonna fuck. Let me just stay complacent. Unless I get it. You know what I'm saying? Get your bread, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just like, that's what it is. But here's the thing. It's like I said, back to the Diddy stuff. 50 Cent destroyed any possible chance of any, like, change that P. Diddy probably wanted to scrape up. Pause, no homo. Just because P. Diddy said that to Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? I think Fabulous going to have to come out with a mixtape or something. Like, yo, Fabulous going to come out with some songs or something like that. Music heal wounds. Man, we're not going to be able to forget certain stuff. Like, and even though, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though you ain't, it's P. Diddy's fault. You got to drop some few bars. So, like, not just some interviews sitting next to Mano, Jim Jones, and shit like that at Dave East. There's gonna have to be a song next to that. Man, won't y'all drop a song to that? I like that intro. I like that intro. Y'all need a full song in the video. Let's rap about it. Dun, dun, cause New York gritty beats is back. Dun, dun, dun. Let's rap about it. Dun, dun, dun. Let's rap about it. Y'all need to do a song like that, then do the hook like y'all did it, and then give each other 4 bars each. So it's a 2-verse song, but the first verse, maybe Dave East and Fab, and then the second verse, maybe Jim Jones and Mado, or interchange it like that. You know what I'm saying? For 8 bars each to fill up a 16. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and that's capitalize off of it. Then go ahead, put it through a distribution. So every time y'all go live, you getting the YouTube check and you getting the song check because of the amount of seconds you playing on the intro. I gave you some advice. Hey, how you think I've been getting it, not being monetized and shit like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my only way of getting it though. But you know what I'm saying? That's how hustlers think, man. Hustlers think. You know what I'm saying? I'm monetized now, but I wasn't monetized. Music still was streaming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna play my song before every live stream. You know what I'm saying? You better believe that. You better believe that. You better believe that. Oh, we out here already. All right, I ain't gonna be taking that many more breaks now though, because I'm almost done mixing this shit up and shit like that. Because I need to get my stuff back and then get back online and then all these teaching stuff. And I'm looking for people in other cities now. You know what I'm saying? I got my city, my stuff already sold up. So I might start uploading a lot of content on OnlyFans and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Females only. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no men. And then y'all be trying to stalk women. You don't stalk no women in my shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come here anyway, whatever. But now I'm looking for females in other areas and stuff like that, or however the case, and get that. We straight teaching. Anyway, it's teaching. It's good teaching qualities and knowledges and stuff. Because a lot of people think OnlyFans is sexual knowledge, sexualities, and stuff like that. Y'all lost in the sauce. Y'all lost in the sauce, man. Y'all women only on my only. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We get ready to get direct and stuff like that. But before I hit the roads and stuff like that, I need to drop this mixtape because I'm the best rapper alive. It's the sound how this sound's supposed to be over here or whatever the case may be. And that's it. We don't go no further than that. Flight boss, bitch, you know. For sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. You don't go further than that, don't go further than that. Haël'Ho, Yahlahuè, Raptaswa, Massasoit, Mama Natoy, Linen and Nape, Hoke, Mana. Oh, yeah, there we go. You know what I'm saying? I don't go further than that. I don't want to keep stuttering. Yeah, but Linen and Nape, Hoke, Manahata, Kukuski, Keski, Pelisepi, Mini Hoke. No further than that. I want to put in McIntyre in there in this motherfucking bitch. You know, I don't go further than that. I'm gonna make that my new intro, bitch.